Contrary to my expression, this was actually my favorite couple of days in Japan. I'm gonna go to the top. I thought maybe you could walk, but it looks like you gotta take the chairlift, so I'll be taking the chairlift. It's a pretty long line though. We'll see if we make it up. And the last bus is apparently 5:30. Doing all the ropeways this time. This entire area of Mishima and Mount Omuro and the zoo are about an hour Shinkansen ride or a 2-hour regular train ride outside of Tokyo. So this is a really good day trip if you want to go somewhere most people don't go. Have you ever heard of Mishima? Let me know in the comments. Sprinkling just a little bit up here, but obviously there's sun too. You can see Fuji-san too. Rainbow, can you see it? There's the zoo. There we go. And to think I was almost like, I don't know if it was worth it to come up. I'm glad I knew I was wrong. Off to the top. The walk to the top takes about 10 minutes. The chairlift is obviously over there. We're going next to map. Izu Islands. So Izu Oshima. Can't see it. Toshima. Nijima. Shinjima. Mount Ito. This entire adventure going up and down Mount Omuro and walking around the crater only took about an hour and a half, so it's a really easy stop to do after you go to the zoo. Then it was time to head down. I successfully made it back to the station, but now I need to get onto the other side so I can get over to the ocean. Where am I wandering right now? And I'm gonna have to come back in the dark for sure, but the ocean's right up here. I gotta move right now though. The sun is setting quickly, and if I want to see the ocean with any kind of light, I gotta keep going. Okay, so this is the Tajima no Taki waterfalls. There hadn't been a lot of rain in Japan, so I figured that the waterfall would not be very big, and I was correct. It was barely a little, but the ocean view was incredibly worth the journey out here. Off to the suspension bridge before there's no light.
We've been living in sin so long, all the feels are gone. Fella stopped me on the street last night, said everything's alright. Roller coaster, make it through the day, I'm right. It seems your meal ticket is gone, but life goes on. I could never imagine something better. Yeah, right, now you're cooking on high.
I'm gonna climb down there. I don't care if it's getting dark, I'm climbing down.
Take me to a better time. Let's go. All sing your high line with the roller coaster of life. Yeah. It's time to all choose your timeline on the roller coaster of life.
So you can't see it, but that's where the suspension bridge is. You can't see it though, it's very dark. Maybe I can edit it and post a little bit, but...
Get you down, you gotta steal the crown. Got to own it. Don't bitch and moan about it, please. God forbid you scrape your knees, and it's nothing to sneeze at. Oh, I've told you over and over again. You gotta get both hands around it and make
It's really getting dark fast. See? The camera's not even picking up any light hardly. It's okay. I'm almost to lights. Just like that, I'm back in Mishima. I took the train, so all the way back. Whatever. An hour and a half. I'm gonna go to 7-Eleven and be done for the day. It's like 9 p.m. It was great. It's actually really clear out today, so maybe I'll be able to see a little bit more Mount Fuji. Tully's coffee. but I gotta catch the N65 bus at 10:15. Today, I was headed to the Mishima Skywalk, which is a 30-minute bus ride from Mishima Station. I was just coming for the Skywalk. That was Mount Fuji's bonus. I got lucky and it was a super nice day. The sky was clear and you could see Fuji really well. And this guy also really wanted to see Fuji. The Mishima Skywalk is a whole outdoor adventure park type area. They have zip lining and hiking and a couple of other things you can do, but most people come for the 400-meter long suspension bridge. It did have some really good views of Mount Fuji, but I will warn you that the bridge does sway when you walk, so if you're afraid of heights or if a moving bridge freaks you out, maybe skip this one. Mishima is only an hour by bullet train from Tokyo Station, so it's a super easy day trip. On the other side of the bridge, there was a ton of food trucks and a lot of activities you could do. They had things like Segway rides, zip lining, an animal cafe, and much more. But it was kind of expensive, so I didn't do any of it other than grab some food. Just in case you weren't aware, it says on the map there, Fuji. The bridge. So scary. Not really. Look at it go. On the bus side of the Sky Bridge, there's the Sky Garden, which is a greenhouse type building that has a ton of flowers, but it's mainly a food court. So actually, if you want to eat lunch here, I would recommend eating here and not on the other side of the bridge like I did. It's very beautiful on the inside. They had lots of food like ramen, gyudon, mochi, plenty of stuff for the family. So after, oh gosh, why is there a Thomas Tank Engine bus? Okay, I had gone the wrong way, but I figured it out now. So this is just a park. Well, I guess let's go to Rakujan and Kohoma Pond. I decided to come to this park randomly. Apparently they have red panda and capybara. Where? This park is just south of Mishima Station. Apparently, it was built by an imperial prince a long time ago, and then they turned it into a park. Now, there are amusement rides for small children, and a petting zoo, and a lot of flowers. This is like a whole thing I was not expecting. What? These petting zoos always make me so sad. Look at this small space. This is actually a problem with most of the zoos and stuff that I see in Japan. The animals are in really small enclosures and they don't really seem to be happy. And it's not really a rehab situation, but in all honesty, this is 2026 Casey talking right now, and this trip was from 2024. So I've learned more by now, but at this time I was obviously doing things like going to zoos and such. You know how pretty this would be if all these like cherry blossom trees and blah 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 were like blooming right now. One of this park's notable features is Kohama Pond. It's designated as a national treasure and a scenic spot. I was there in February, which I think wasn't good timing for this park, so it's beautiful, but it could be better. And all of the water was just really low in all of the areas, so half of the ponds weren't full and a lot of places were boarded off. I'm making it sound like it wasn't a good time. I actually had a great time. I'm just saying maybe check the forecast, check what's going on, check the time of year before you plan to visit here. But yeah, this is supposed to be like a whole pond. And it's a little tiny trickle of a stream. this point, I had seen all I wanted to see in the park, so it was time to head out and head home.
I didn't notice these flowers were in like the shape of Mount Fuji until I saw some other people taking pictures.
So, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you check out another one of my videos if you want to see more of adventuring in Japan.